We are live. All right, cool.
Yay!
So, Pearly, getting in the way on camera already. Getting your appearance.
Pearly is the star.
Yes.
Yes, as of your guys' choices, in a manner.
She chose to make herself part of this universe.
That's fair. Welcome to episode 26 of Band of Blunderers. Second one with such name. Yay. Ooh, cool. Also known as our Infinity War spoiler cast. So, here we go.
No.
So, jumping right into it. You guys, last time around, you problem solvers were still trapped on the Astral Sea and dealing with choices that Marleman made for all of you by directly going after the captain of the ship. There was a brief scuffle. For the most part, it got a little dicey for some of you, but for the most part, you all walked away unharmed. Except for two of you who ended up getting plane shifted back to the prime material plane on top of a mountain in the north of the continent. We're dealing with that first tonight. The rest of you, still on the ship, we're trying to come up with a game plan of what to do, how to get your friends back, and also how to go about being on the ship. When you were approached by a Gith known as BB, who offered to let you out back into the prime material plane, as he did not think he had quite the capability to take you all down and just wanted you off his boat. You all wrestled with the moral conundrums of letting this guy go, so to speak, and took him up on his offer and have now been returned to the prime material plane with the warning that the Gith would one day return. So, we're picking up on a mountaintop. As two of you, Phaedra and Sai, have been making your way down this place outdoors. You're no longer where the air is particularly thin, although it is still quite cold and a little bit icy and snowy. Been a few slips, been a few slides, mostly from Phaedra, who does not like the cold.
Hey, that's why I'm using like my fire cantrips to keep me warm.
Mm-hmm. And offering them to Sai, I'm sure.
That's totally me. I feel as shitty as it is to be here, at least we're here together, because I would think it would be much worse if only one of us was here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
came close.
Yeah, it was going to be just me.
Yep.
You know.
And the two of you have been making your way down this mountain, trying to pick your way across the cliff face. You haven't really found a direct path of any kind up until now, when you've come across these this staked, sort of trodden road with these wooden, not quite fence posts, but some sort of marker in the ground with red ribbons tied around the top. You guys, assuming you had nothing better to do, decided to follow this path in one particular direction. You couldn't really tell which one. Just said, I think, probably Sai. You just sort of licked your finger, threw it up in the sky, and said that way. And headed off to follow this path. After probably about 3 or 4 miles of walking, it's getting later on into the evening. And you guys come across this hut. It's built into the side of the cliff face out of stone. There are small lights in the windows. There's a door. It looks like there's a bit of smoke coming out of the roof. What will you do?
I forget. Sai is a half-elf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we ask, see if they can tell us where we are?
I think that's a good idea, but let's just, approach cautiously, because I'm not sure how they're going to react to you. Not racist or anything, but...
No, it's cool. Yep. It's
racist.
Old chestnut, not racist, but...
Yeah, it's fine. You go ahead. I'll keep an eye out in case...
I mean... No, you're coming with me.
No. I mean, my focus will not be on the front. I will make sure we don't get,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's cautiously advance up. Not look like we're trying to cause trouble. Just, looks like we're wanderers lost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's not hard.
No, I mean, we're also heavily armed and dangerous looking, so...
I suppose.
So, Sai in front. You guys make your way up to the door. Sai, do you knock? Do you shout? What do you do?
Knock. Politely, but knock.
Okay. You give a very polite, on the door, and inside you just hear, hello?
Hello? Is there anybody in there? We're travelers and we're lost.
No.
Can you at least tell us where we're located? We're kind of not sure which way to go.
Roll a perception, or not perception, persuasion.
Okay.
Roll the dice, Batman.
That's 16 plus. So 2. So 18.
Okay. The voice inside the house kind of perks up a bit and goes, you're in the mountains.
Which mountains?
The Beartooth Mountains.
Okay.
Good question. How much do we have in ways of supplies?
You have enough.
That's a good question, actually.
You in particular, Sai, carry most of your supplies on you, as you don't really trust the group bag of holding.
I have my own, so yeah.
Yes, and you do have your own, but that's mostly for materials. So you have a good 2 days worth of dry supplies on you. Phaedra, you probably have a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, about a day's worth.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, we need directions and, if possible, supplies from you. We have money and we'll pay for anything. And maybe lodgings for the night.
You hear a small scrape as a lock opens up off the door. And the door swings open. And at first, neither of you see anything. Because you're kind of looking up. And you sort of look down and realize that this is a small gnomish girl. Who just kind of looks at both of you and goes, I'm sorry, I don't have much to give, but I can point you in the right direction.
That would be fantastic. Thank you very much.
I politely nod.
Okay.
Go on.
If you follow that path, and she kind of points around you, down one side of the cliff face where you can see these sort of stairs carved into the rock. She goes, you could probably walk for probably about a day and get to the base.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Are you out here all alone, little girl?
No.
No. You have parents, somebody who can take care of you?
My uncle.
Okay. Is he around? Can we talk to him?
He's taking care of the Guardian.
The what?
I'm sorry, the what?
The Guardian.
And what exactly is the Guardian?
He's a really big gorilla.
Is he a nice guardian?
I think he's pretty nice.
Okay, because I didn't know if you meant take care of, literally, or...
No, he ate some bad food and had a stomach bug.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Poor guardian.
I mean, is there anything we can do to help the Guardian?
I mean, yeah, I'm trained in some medicine. I can see if I can take a look at him.
I would avoid. The last time he came across travelers, they tried to kill him. He doesn't take kindly to strangers.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's us most of the time. Can I tell if this kid's telling the truth?
DM.
Roll an insight check. Yes, Vader.
May I make a history check to see if I remember this?
You won't.
You don't.
Okay.
I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
I can tell you that the one person in your party who would remember this right now is not there.
I thought
That's correct.
Oh, was that in the previous?
That was
Luna.
before even. Yeah, that was your other character.
Okay, sorry, that was my clarification. So
That was
shit.
That
Okay.
That was
confirms what I was
Perrin.
thinking about.
I was
Yeah.
Perrin, Trunks, Marleman, and Kaluna almost killed a big gorilla.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't recall why they didn't kill. God, what was the name you gave that gorilla to?
Fucking, I don't remember.
I've just been calling him the Guardian in my notes because
There you
that's what
go.
he is.
Nailed
But I think it might have been like.
I thought we just called him the Abominable.
Congratulations, you've convinced me to go look.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not involved in this.
It wasn't George, but it was something like that.
Something
It
It would have
silly.
been
That
Desmond.
sounds about right.
So,
But yes, they. Sorry, go ahead.
17 for the kid.
17. Telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean,
Seems terrified of the current circumstance. The two strangers, very heavily armed, just came to her door in, late evening on a mountain.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if you want, we can leave our weapons and just go with you, and we'll put up no fight. And I'm a healer. That's part of my job. Yeah, if I can help,
Yeah.
we just
Roll a
in case we
persuasion
encounter
check.
stuff. In case we encounter stuff, that's why we have the sharp things.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
15.
She goes, okay, if you leave your stuff outside, then I can take you to see Uncle.
By stuff, you mean our weapons. My friend here has medicine and other things in her bag. That
The sharp, pointy stuff, please.
Would
Yes.
it be okay if we left it inside? I don't want someone just
No.
taking her. Okay. Do you have like a shed or something?
No.
No?
You know
Okay.
what? Is it okay if I shunt mine away to another dimension?
No.
All right, that's fine.
Just okay.
I'll unbuckle on that and take off my shield.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm checking to see if I have anything that'll make sure no one's gonna just take our crap.
If I named it, it's not in my document.
Okay.
I'd go nuts.
Rolling with Desmond and the Guardian. Desmond,
There you go.
only Marleman would know that that's the name of the animal.
Also,
truth,
looking at some of the stuff that you
Only
guys never
Perrin
saw.
would know.
Man, the
Like,
encounter that
no.
led to
I
joining
would
the
not
party.
know that.
Going to be
Marleman would
involved.
not be paying attention to that shit.
Yeah, Perrin was the one who talked to him.
Aaron was the one who did that stuff.
What'd you say, Craig?
The encounter that ended up leading to Trev joining the party was going to be way more involved if you had
Oh, I
gotten into
remember.
various other rooms.
Wasn't there an Oni at some point?
There sure was. Gelatinous cube times 3-4, depending on how well this is going, is written down.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything that'll help me with this, so I'll just leave it and hope that nothing comes.
She sort of pulls on a very thick traveling cloak and sort of looks over both of you and goes, do you need warmer clothes? I don't think I have anything that could fit, but maybe for your feet?
I mean, how warm are we right now? Like,
Not. Phaedra, you're doing okay due to your,
Yeah,
using the fire cantrips.
Yeah, I'm controlling my body temperature using my fire, but
Yeah. But Sai, you are dressed for middle of the country and southern.
I would love a cloak, please, if you got one. I need something.
Let me check. And she kind of scurries back inside and comes back with a blanket, not a cloak. It's big enough to cover your upper torso and your neck, so it will do some work, but it can't wrap yourself in it too well.
I mean,
if
whatever.
I spot like a stick or something, I want to try and make a little torch just to keep him not too cold, just something.
Yeah. She actually reaches in and pulls out a bit of firewood and hands it to you.
Oh, sweet. And I just I'm going to set this on fire.
That's okay. I know magic.
Okay, just didn't want to surprise him. And I
That's
said,
okay.
give it to Sai.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And she leads you sideways from those carved-in stairs, actually across a bit of a tamped-down snowfield.
Okay.
you walk for a good half hour, 45 minutes before you come to this larger outcropping in the mountain. You can see now, just sort of looking down and around, that although it is cold and it is snowy, you're not actually as high up on the mountain as you thought. The foothills would take a while to get down, probably about a day, but on the mountain itself, you've come quite a distance.
Okay.
And you could see that, like, oh, okay, if it wasn't winter, it would be much greener here.
Nice.
Do you make your way over to this outcropping and kind of see inside this, small little fire with a small individual kind of hunched over it and this large looming shadow behind them?
Should we announce ourselves, or do you want to?
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Thank you.
She sort of runs up a couple feet ahead of you and goes, "Uncle Owen brought a healer."
Sorry.
No, it's
Do you hear this individual go, "What? I brought a healer?" You hear, "Why did you leave the house?" She goes, "I brought a healer."
This poor kid.
I'm sorry, sir. We convinced her to take us here. We heard that something needed help,
Yes.
and we thought we could offer assistance.
Are you actually a healer?
I'm trained in the art of medicine, so yes.
Good enough for me. She sort of waves you forward.
Okay.
You guys walk across this snowfield and kind of head underneath this rock outcropping. And with the shadows kind of changed, you can see the very large sleeping face of a probably about 25 to 30 foot tall gorilla. This thing is King Kong sized. Gray fur, kind of pink chest. And this small gnomish gentleman sitting at the fire as he looks up at all of you and goes, "Huh! You're some big ones."
Yes.
Yes.
I guess.
What were you doing?
Over there is much taller.
What were you doing on the mountain? Everything.
We were trying to.
Accidentally ended up here.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way. We accidentally ended up here.
We were trying to save some sailors from some really bad things, and we were teleported here.
Well, you're very far away from the ocean, lad.
Yes, sir. In
I
fact,
thought you figured.
I told him which ocean we came from because I don't remember.
At which point he just kind of goes, "Huh! That is very far away."
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your help in this.
You familiar at all with something called the Githyan key?
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
I didn't think so, but can't hurt to ask, right?
If you hear that name, they're not very friendly. Avoid them.
Good to know.
Sure.
So the guardian here, you sort of gestures behind him.
Yeah.
Is it a physical wound or a sickness?
I can't tell. I've been the caretaker, keeper, friend of the guardian for a very long time now, and I've never seen him like this. It seems that he's been afflicted with something physical, mental, magical. I can't tell.
I will take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a medicine check.
24.
Okay. You are immediately able to tell that this is not a physical ailment. He has no wounds, he has no abrasions or rash or anything like that. This is something internal. But it also stings of magic, of some sort of evil magic that is causing him to fall into a coma.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely magical. in nature. Is there anything? Have you encountered anything recently? Has there been any changes recently, just in the environment, or?
No, I mean it's been a much colder winter than usual, but that's all.
Has anyone else passed by?
Only the people going to and from the monastery.
So what monastery?
The Grey Shout Monastery. It's maybe 3 miles away from here.
Oh, great! That's awesome.
Have you consulted with them?
They're preoccupied, would appear.
With, I'm sorry, do you know what?
I haven't spoken to the Grand Elder in a very long time.
I'm guessing it
I
has
can imagine things like this are
that's been happening. So yeah. We've been hearing tales of various changes in the last year or so.
Bad news on the roads these days.
Yes.
very.
So can I'm trying to figure out what I can do because it's not a physical wound, so cure wounds won't do anything.
Greater restoration? Greater restoration?
Well, can I tell if it's like a? Can I detect magic? Like
You know it's magic.
I know it's magic, but would detect magic?
I mean, you could also try.
The type of magic.
Can I ask this?
Detect magic tells you what school of magic it is.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Okay.
Can I ask the caretaker if the guardian itself is a magical being?
I mean, he's nature magical. He's been granted the protection of these woods, but I don't think there's any magic beyond that.
Have the woods themselves suffered any damage? Because we were in an area recently where the woods were starting to be poisoned by like necromancy.
None beyond the cold.
The cold?
It's been cold.
Okay.
Winter got here very quickly, and it's been very cold.
So would I be able to tell if this is a curse?
You could,
Well,
being you, yes, roll a wisdom check with disadvantage because you don't have your sword on you.
There.
Let's see what I have in my arsenal of medicine stuffs.
Of course, I close my character sheet while I'm doing that.
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I can
Well,
gain?
let's see what happens with the curse check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said wisdom?
Yes, wisdom check with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. So we got a shit. Nat 1, so that's a 2.
So that one is just an automatic fail.
Yeah, I know.
You look at this creature and you try and focus to see if you can pull out any sort of what energy this is, what sort of malady has been laid upon him. And all you get is this burning urge in your body to go get your sword.
Hold on, I'm just grabbing my book real quick.
And that lust and that drive overcomes just about every other feeling you have. He doesn't like to be separated from you. You knew that.
Oh, yeah.
But this is a burning sensation that even you're not used to.
Okay, so I'm going to see is the creature sleeping or is it unconscious?
It is in a coma.
Is in a coma. Okay.
So neither.
Okay, so let's see if this works. I want to try to use my channel divinity to read a creature's thoughts.
Okay. What do you have to roll for a channel divinity?
I
believe you have to roll a d20 and try and roll under your level, correct?
I'm checking. Hold on. The creature makes a wisdom saving throw. If the creature succeeds on the saving throw, you can't use the feature on the character. It doesn't specify.
So it's just trying to save against you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to beat your spell save DC. So you can read its thoughts.
I can read its surface thoughts, those foremost in its mind, reflecting its current emotions and what it is actively thinking about, and it lasts for a minute.
Okay. You pry into the mind of the sleeping guardian and come across two very distinct mind patterns. The first is just this anger and rage that is attempting to at primal and bestial in a way that it doesn't have a direction, but it is just anger. And the other one is this cold detachment, the sort of separation of thought and feeling that can't happen to the living.
Huh. Okay. I relay that to Sai.
Okay.
The living. Does the living mean things that have
I'm not sure.
that have died and come back, or have never lived in the first place?
I mean, if this is a curse or something, I can try Greater Restoration because that's helped other past.
Curse. But
because if it's not a physical wound, then and I'm not seeing it's not like a poison. It's not like an illness in the traditional sense.
so big. Just greater restoration on it.
Yeah. All right. How long does that take to cast?
It's only an action.
It's just next. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to
you,
try.
as a cleric, you have greater restoration as a ritual cast as well.
Right. That's what it is. Let's see. So, yeah, I'm gonna try Greater Restorations.
Okay. You lay hands on the creature. Are you doing it ritual or are you doing it?
If it's the difference between ritual and
10 minutes versus an action spell slot versus none.
I'm gonna take the 10 minutes so that way I don't have to use this. I don't have to wait. I don't have ritual casting.
As a cleric, there are a couple spells you get ritual casted, but you're not a life cleric. That's right. So
I'm a knowledge domain cleric.
Or knowledge domain cleric.
So yeah, I'll have to use this as spell slot.
Yep. So it happens immediately. You lay hands on the creature. You walk up to it, and you could feel the warmth of the creature itself, but also this odd coolness around it. You lay hands and press, and focus, and feel this dark necromantic energy rush up through you.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
You're able to breathe it out as well as it attempts to control you. But you feel it leave the body of the guardian, which immediately begins to stir. You actually feel the air around you begin to warm as well as its chest begins to breathe in very deeply. But this dark kind of amorphous presence remains, almost floating about the room, looking without a head or a face or eyes, but looking.
Can I do? Which one is it? Is it? I just need to make sure I have the right one. Can I aim a sacred flame at the thing as long as it's not in proximity to the people around me? I'm like gonna aim.
It's not. It's like kind of floating as a gap in the air.
All right, I'm gonna aim it and aim sacred flame at it.
Okay, you sacred flame it, and the radiant light burns into this creature. You hear this sickening screech as it dissipates around the fire and vanishes off into the night in multiple pieces.
Oh crap!
I mean, I think what you did was good.
Yeah, I don't like that I couldn't kill it immediately.
As you're both focused, as well as Owen, are focused on this weird presence that just vanished, you hear this thump, thump, and a stirring behind you as the Guardian begins to quiveringly make its way to its feet and look about the room.
And
Are you all right?
give it a slight bow. Respect.
It begins to kind of glare at you, Phaedra, for a second before Owen goes, "It's okay, it's okay. You were asleep. They're fine. They helped you. Let them go." And the Guardian sort of... and then slowly walks out of the enclosure, heading towards the bottom of the mountain.
I'm gonna ask: can he communicate, or is it he can understand Common, but he doesn't speak Common?
Certainly, he seems to understand when I talk to him. So,
can I go after him and just
Sure.
wait? Hold on a moment.
What's his name?
I'm just gonna call him Guardian for now.
he never really spoke words to me besides Ook, and I don't think Ook is his name.
There. So let's go. We have some questions for him. Would you mind coming with us?
Sure. As you're running after him, Phaedra, and yelling at him to stop, the Guardian
I'm being as gentle as I can. Just like, wait, hold on a moment.
sort of stops and looks over its shoulder at you and just...
So I come up with this dude and be like, "Excuse me, we just want to ask you some questions. We mean no harm. We're trying to find the people who did this to you. Is there any information you can give us to help us stop them?"
He sort of looks at both of you, looks at Owen, and then goes,
Is he gesturing at Owen?
No, he's gesturing at himself. Sorry, I realized the camera's a little low.
Yeah, there you go.
He's gesturing at himself, like towards his heart, just like,
It's heart. Is there something still inside of you?
I drove out whatever the energy was, the thing that was making you asleep. I tried to destroy it, but it ran off.
You're a guardian. What are you guarding?
It sort of gestures. This is weird. It's
The
sort
mountain,
of,
I assume.
it gestures actually towards the southern part of the mountain and over towards the foothills.
Okay.
Is there something there that is also being corrupted or damaged? No. Okay.
Just
Who did this to you?
can I? It's split off. I don't know which direction it went, so please be careful in case something like this happens again. I'm trying to think. Like, hold on, do I have a couple minutes? Oh, I don't think I have it on me.
Fuck, that's a good question. I don't know if I do.
I can try sending. I don't know if it'd work technically. Does that work on someone who doesn't speak your language?
I'm going to make a DM ruling and say no, but it was a good idea. As it sort of looks over both of you, and then says a word, which is Tula.
Do we know this?
Sai, you recognize to be both Sylvan and safe.
Safe.
Yes.
Does he speak Sylvain? Or does he just...
Apparently.
Can you try talking to him in Sylvain?
Yeah. That would be my last question. Do you speak Sylvain in Sylvain?
I do.
Oh, there we go. Thank God.
Greeting. My name is Sai. This is Phaedra.
Hello.
And what is your name, sir?
Desmond.
Desmond.
His name is Desmond.
Oh,
That
yes.
means
Desmond!
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll ask again. Who did this to you? Do you know?
Sleep.
Eh?
I was asleep.
You were asleep. Have there been any sense of evil in the area that you're supposed to be guarding?
Men.
What kind of men?
Human.
Evil.
Not necessarily. Can you tell us where they are or where they went?
Been asleep.
Okay. Can you tell us anything you know about them?
Horses. Carts. Evil.
Any idea what was in the carts? Okay.
Were
Which
they on
direction?
the way to the monastery?
Head north.
Is that the direction of the monastery?
It's, northish.
Okay.
Well, it's not north from where you are, it's more east, but from where he protects, it would be north.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is the monastery in danger?
Possibly.
Okay. Do you want to help us kick some ass?
Must return to forest.
Has he heard of the Githyanki?
Have you heard of the Githyanki?
No.
Okay. If you
How
come
about-
across them, don't fight them. Run.
What? Can I draw out on the ground the symbol for Mab? Or whatever symbol that they were all fucking using?
The Gith or the
No, the
order?
the order.
Yeah, it's just a diamond.
Yeah. Can I draw it out and describe
Sure.
it to him? Ask if he recognizes it?
He kind of looks at it and goes,
Is that what it was?
It's signed.
no, but
Yeah.
evil.
So,
Yeah.
prestidigitation that away and just say, yeah, we're hunting them and we think they might be involved in what happened to you.
If they are evil, monastery in danger.
Why would they go after you specifically?
Big monkey, do bad.
I guess. Okay. I guess we should head for the monastery, see what we can
Yeah.
find.
Is there any more help you can give us before we leave?
Ride.
What?
Ride.
Like, give us a ride?
Can carry.
Oh,
You'll take us to the monastery.
I don't think I've ever been carried before.
How big is this goddamn gorilla?
It's
about
Real big.
It's like 30 feet tall.
I may take him up
Oh.
on this offer. As a tall person, I've not had the opportunity.
You've never
Oh.
ridden a horse?
Hell yeah.
It's different. It's like a piggyback ride, but really big.
Okay. We're
Fair
going to the
enough.
monastery. But first, can we swing by this dude's house to pick up our stuff?
Yeah, we need our weapons.
Awesome. Let's go. Yeah.
Right.
We'll relay this information to Owen.
Yes. Owen's
And on our trip-
he goes, he never offers that. I would take him up on it. It's an awesome ride.
Yeah. So as we're traveling, I want to see if we can contact any of the other group.
Okay. Phaedra, are you sending? Are you
Yes.
sending?
Yes,
I was
I
gonna
would
say
say.
that.
I'll also recommend he speaks Sylvain, so if you get any books on how to speak Sylvain, then you can communicate with him.
I'm teaching you, Sylvain.
Not you. I
No,
was talking to the NPC.
Oh, to Owen. He sort of
I was
nods
gonna
and
say,
goes,
like, are you telling us to stop at a Barnes and Noble on the way there?
what? Find a Borders.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Borders are gone, right? Those are dead.
Yes.
Yes, those are
Apparently.
Barnes and Noble killed them.
Yes.
You're dying to.
So yes,
Owen kind of nods and goes, Sylvain. All right, I can do that. I'll teach Rose how to do it. She's smarter than I am, so.
okay. I'm going to.
Yeah, so-
I'm going to send a message to everyone to let them know what's going on.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm really unclear on something.
Sure.
The things that we have embedded into us, do
Mhm.
they only go to the people or into the Fae, or can we communicate to each other with them?
They are direct path to Titania. They do not go
Okay.
between each other. Now, granted, if you are all like listening to Titania at that moment, you can kind of hear, but you're not sending a message to your party. You'd be like relaying this way, and someone would be overhearing.
Remember,
Right.
we can't talk to them because they're still over there, and Titania couldn't contact us while we were there.
Well, we also don't know that, and it's been quite a while, so.
Okay, I'll ask them where they are at the end.
Okay. You guys get back to Owen's cabin and gather up your stuff and climb aboard Desmond. He is fluffy. He is comfortable. He is well muscled. Phaedra, I assume you're on his back.
Yes, I am taking a mental note so then I can draw it in my sketchbook later.
Okay. It's because Phaedra is Phaedra side, you don't really have a lot of room on the back.
I'm sorry.
So Desmond sort of looks at you and goes,
We'll cuddle.
okay.
All right then.
What did Desmond say?
He sort of looks at you and goes, no mate on monkey.
No promise.
Phaedra doesn't speak
Decidedly
Sylvan, but
fair.
she gets an idea of what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
As you climb aboard and he begins to bring you both to the monastery.
Okay. So
The rest of you,
Hi.
you are deposited at night back out onto the sea. You briefly meet a crazy dwarf in a box down in the storage room. At least Trev and Marleman do. I assume you report back to Armil and Dix that there is a crazy dwarf in a box in your basement.
Yep. And they stay in there.
Yeah.
He seems to feel safe in there, and I'm okay with that.
Nix, Armil, any?
I mean, I'm not going to force him out, I guess.
He came from that other place. He was hiding in that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was hiding in the hold, it looks like, and now he's come back. It looks like he was... It looks like he might have been like the guy, like somebody who was taken before us, and he's pretty resourceful, I guess. He hid pretty well, kind of like our dudes did. And now, well, he's here. He was coming to deliver something to Samson anyway, so I guess we're just going to take him.
Mm-hmm.
Not the delivery, though. I think that's gone and all of his friends are dead, which sucks, but, you know, here we are.
There are like not even any trees on that space place.
Yeah, there were a lot of, like, boats that were kind of like dead trees, but that's not really the same.
So you guys turn the boat back south and start heading towards the Adagio?
I think that's all we got, right?
Okay, sorry, the Dreadnought, not the Adagio. The Adagio
Whatever.
is a different ship.
The cool boat.
There's a lot of boat names, I'm sorry.
You're doing your best.
So you all begin to sail south throughout the evening, get some rest. During that rest time, Phaedra contacts one of you, I assume Nix,
yeah.
to ask if you have all returned.
Yes. We are near the monastery. Someone told us there might be trouble heading there now. Where are you?
Oh, we're back on the boat.
Oh,
We're heading back towards the pirates to hang out and fill them in on what happened.
I'm going to tell this to Sai. We can probably talk to have Titania converse for us. They're back in the material plane.
Yeah, I'll contact Tanya, see if she wants to play relay for us.
Okay.
Or someone up there.
Titania pops in and goes, I mean, I guess you guys are it's beneficial to us if you can all talk, so I might as well relay.
Sorry.
We appreciate this very much.
So go ahead, give me what you got.
So
Saved a giant monkey from some sort of like necromantic ghost thing.
I don't know if that's important right now.
Yeah, it is. What?
That's weird. What? That sounds dope.
Yeah, we're not that far from the monastery.
Some bad stuff's going down at the monastery, whatever that is.
Mhm.
You guys seem familiar with it.
And we're not 100% sure what's going on just yet.
But it looks like it involves some necromancy, some evil magic, our kind of deal.
Yeah, the creature was the guardian here. He was in like a magical coma, and like this dark, spooky thing came out of him. I tried hacking it with radiant magic. It didn't do any. It didn't do much. It like kind of scattered, but looks like more stuff for us to look into.
So long story short, we need your help kicking ass. Solve problems old school style.
Sweet, I'm pretty good at that.
I've heard, yeah.
Are there any trees at the monastery?
There are sort of, yeah.
Has Aramil been to the monastery?
Yep.
We met him there. Oh.
Yeah, we can go there.
You can use your magical tree hopping powers to get there once you get to land.
Yeah, we got to get to land first, but yes, I imagine that's an option.
I'd like to meet this giant monkey.
He's very friendly. His name is Desmond.
Yeah.
Marloman, the name tickles something in the back of your skull, but you can't quite. A lot has happened.
Okay.
It's familiar, but not too familiar. But not too not familiar.
Oh, damn it, Gary.
Hey, good girl.
What was the name? I'm sorry.
Desmond, and they say he's a giant monkey.
Oh, that Desmond. Right. Oh. Right. A giant monkey. Don't worry about that.
What did you do?
There was a scuffle.
Oh no.
Define scuffle.
Did you win?
Talking to
I
us?
don't remember.
No. There was a scuffle. I want to know.
I don't remember this is like me out of character. I don't remember that fight.
It was very uneventful, and you guys did fine.
Yes. It would have been a red ass boot party if discussion had not begun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think the monkey holds a grudge?
Yeah. Is he mad at me?
We
Whatever.
can you up, but
If he punches you in the face.
That's okay.
I didn't know he was still
Can I
gonna
get a
be
heal now before so I don't die when he punches me?
I'm not. That's not how magic works.
What?
I can't heal you now.
No,
There's
I'm
somebody
almost
who's standing
down
on the boat
already.
with us who can.
Oh, okay.
It's also like 11 midnight. So
Yeah, we could also rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, we're
alright.
not. We need to get to land first, which is going to take a while.
yeah.
Also- least a little while.
if you try to fight this monkey, I will help him kill you.
Wait, what?
Sorry, there was a boat going by. I don't know what that was.
Artemil, you may want to repeat that, but I'm very glad I heard you.
I said,
Yeah, that's good.
try to fight this monkey, I will help him kill you.
That's not, I'm
Diggity.
not gonna try to fight the monkey. I don't know why I would try to fight the monkey.
My respect for Aramil has now risen.
we found Aramil's line. All right.
So as those of you on the boat continue sailing south and also begin to get a night's rest, in what would have taken 3 or 4 hours to get to the monastery, you guys do in a half. As Desmond runs and sprints and jumps over this rocky terrain and brings you to the gates of the monastery, which still stands. There are lights and flags waving. It looks almost exactly the same as it was when you left.
Can we see people?
Not on the outside. It's a little late. But Phaedra, you just kind of knowing where guards stand here, you can see shadows.
Okay.
Is there enough light for me to see people? Like guards?
You can see the shadows of guards. These are monks. They're not. They have rogue-ish tendencies in certain points, and in the same way that rogues do, if they don't want to be seen, they're very good at not being seen.
Right.
Okay. We'll get off Desmond, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll hail the guards, I think. What do you think?
If you don't want to come with us, Desmond, totally get it. The monks are pretty cool.
We don't know if those are the monks or not.
But we want to make sure that that's not a bad guy. Yeah.
I will stand.
Yeah, we'll call for you if there's bad things.
As you both dismount and begin to walk up to the gates, you see descending out of the front door long gray robes, shaved dark-haired skin, very peaceful, very kind eyes. The face of Quentin, the head of the monastery, begin to walk towards you. As he looks over at both of you and goes, "Phaedra, it's been a long time.
Hi, Quentin.
Who's your friend?"
This is Sai.
A pleasure, Brother Sai.
This is Quentin. He's one of the people we met. This is where our party sort of met up for the first time.
Yes, where is everyone?
On the other side of the world.
And you're not with them?
Yeah. We were accidentally dropped in the general area. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Desmond, it's cool.
You hear a...
We're all good.
You hear a... And then a very loud thudding. Quentin goes, "Was that the Forest Guardian?"
Yes, his name is Desmond.
Well, the last time people in your party came up here involving the Forest Guardian, they tried to murder him.
Really?
Huh, they didn't mention that.
Regardless, what can I do for you both? You know you're both, of course, welcome here. But
look at ease. Like, is he?
Yeah, he's confused as to why you're here.
We heard that there might be trouble. The Guardian had been under a magical coma, and I brought him out of it, and he had been mentioning that there was evil, and we were worried that there was something wrong, something had happened. Just so you know, our group, how long? Okay, so it's been... Come
in. Let's not have this conversation in the snow.
Long conversation.
You both walk inside with Quentin, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. He leads you inside, back through the same rooms that you used to know, Phaedra, over to his study, which is on the first floor, by where the library and the book, whose name escapes me right now, stands. He takes a seat on a cushion and kind of gestures at two others in the room for you two to sit on.
Now that I have my sword back, can I sense any evil?
Not here. Everything is peaceful and good. There's a couple unseelie feelings, but not directly evil.
Unseelie feelings, you say?
Okay.
So I give him a very brief summary of what we were up to after we left the monastery. Went to Drisselheim, went to the Wall, and then we went to the Feywild.
You spoke with the Fey.
Yeah. And then when we came back, it was a year later.
Well, that would explain why I haven't seen you in a year and a half.
Yeah. But more recently, I explained then like Bolothander stuff, all that happened. I just don't feel like.
Yeah, no. For the sake of brevity, one might say.
Yes. And then so after we were on the ship, we got transported to the top-ish of the mountain, headed down, ran into Desmond. And then,
Well, thank you for assisting the Guardian. We've been a little insular the past few months, so...
That's what someone told us.
Our membership has begun to disappear off the roads. Our scholars are vanishing, our protégés disappearing without a trace. So we've been hoarding and attempting to find the disturbance.
The
roads are dangerous these days.
Indeed.
Question to the DM, because it's been a while. Was the stuff where after we left the temple and we saw marks on the wall, was that Kaluna or was that Phaedra?
The orcish marks on the wall?
Yeah.
That was Phaedra. You would know that.
Okay, that's not the order, that's not the current, like...
No, that was a whole different ball game.
Okay, just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure we're not squishing stuff together.
I have that symbol somewhere, but I don't know what notebook where.
Okay, but yes. So we believe that those three and maybe probably others are the ones causing all the different problems throughout the continent. So it's possible one of them might be responsible for the disappearances here.
Good to know. Well,
yeah.
well, we will hopefully hear very soon from the from where we've been searching. So I will be happy to share whatever we come up with you all.
Yes.
Thank you. You said that people were lost on the roads. Where were they headed?
Everywhere, nowhere. The life of a traveling scholar.
Well, additional question: do you think you're being targeted?
I'd like to hope not.
Mm-mm.
Not quite what I asked.
It's the answer you get. No, I don't. I don't believe that that anyone would have any reason to target the monastery right now. Of course, we've had our enemies in the past, but for now it's been quiet.
Yeah, I would be very, very careful. I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what in the world this group is trying to do. Like, we're still not really sure what their end game is. So, like, they poisoned the forest of near Lothander. They've killed all those orcs beyond the wall. Like,
sounds like sacrifices of death.
Yeah, like, I'm not quite.
More?
Well, certainly, it's the way to break down barriers between realms.
Huh.
The larger concentrations of death in one spot, the weaker the barrier between the planes come, as life is the one energy that passes freely between realms.
And are you saying that they could be weakening the walls intentionally?
Well, if what you said is true, and what Trev said to me before, that the Queen of Air and Darkness is attempting to escape her cage, it would seem reasonable.
So it seems like we have two equally irritating evils that are benefiting from the barrier between worlds breaking.
What would the other evil be, by the way? I'm not familiar with this. Am I?
It's Mab and the Githyanki, the two things. Yeah.
I mean, do you guys know anything about the Githyanki? Like,
only the legends and the stories of the former Githrazine cast into the oblivion.
Yeah, they're trying to come back.
of course they are. Do you think they would ally themselves with the Queen of Air and Darkness?
I'm not sure the Queen of Air and Darkness would ally herself with such depraved creatures, but
I put nothing past the Unscaly.
I mean, if they both benefit from the barriers breaking, it would make sense if they could try to work together.
True.
But we haven't seen anything yet that specifically shows any collusion. I think it's just we just so happen to have...
Collusion.
Thank you. Well,
sorry.
Did I say it wrong?
No.
Nothing. Nope. Nothing to do with it.
That had nothing to do with you, Ev.
Okay.
It was a dumb joke about a show.
Yep.
Okay. I don't get it. But yeah, I think it just so happens to be two very different things that happen to benefit from the same problem.
Well, I said this to you all before. You all seem to have the ability to find yourselves in the deepest trouble I've ever seen.
He knows this.
I've noticed that about this group.
But for now, it at least would appear that things are quiet here. So I don't think you have much to worry about here at the monastery.
Oh, wait, actually. I feel like I would have written the poem down.
Yeah, you have it.
Can I show it to him?
Sure.
Yeah.
He looks at the prophecy and kind of judges it a bit and goes,
This part.
I know this.
You know it?
I've seen it before.
In a book or something? Or
Well, yes, in the book.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
Oh, right.
something cool about these guys.
I don't remember directly where, but I know it's within its pages. I can offer you a return to your party. It's easy enough for us, and I can study on this poem and have you all return in a short amount of time if you'd like.
Okay. That sounds good.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, I can just write it down another copy for myself. So
Oh, that's right. Our party was planning to come here, were they not?
yeah, last week communicated.
Yeah. Do you think that would be a good idea, or should we go to them?
They have the transporting power. We don't.
Well, it sounds like this guy's got something for us to transport with as well. So
Yes, I could, two of the here. Follow me. Wait, where did no? He sort of like gets up to leave and then goes, "Wait, sorry, they're actually here."
Huh?
He sort of looks around a bit and then looks at the wall behind him, waves a hand, and you see that the wall, which had looked flat and stone and normal before, is suddenly full of cubbies of small rolls of paper within them. And he goes, "A monastery does not sustain itself only on knowledge. We do have some exports and whatnot, and one of the things we travel in is spell scrolls.
makes sense.
When you have the repository of all knowledge, travel runes and the things like that are pretty common."
Yeah.
And he pulls out two of the scrolls. One to get here, to get you back.
Okay. How does it work specifically?
Well, you're a caster. All you have to do is read the spell, attempt to cast it, and hope it doesn't eat you.
I mean, yeah, that's a little. How iffy are these things?
I mean, you're just simply casting a spell that is, no offense, Sister Phaedra, just slightly beyond your level.
Sure.
You would be harnessing the power already held within the scroll to activate the spell. The only difference is it would just draw your power to use it. So it could fail and it could fizzle. It's not dangerous. It's just, it may not work.
I guess we can try, and if it doesn't work, they're going to come here anyway.
Yeah. So let's contact them first and see what they want to do.
Okay. It's probably about 2 a.m. now. Who would be awake on the boat?
Do you think we can wait till the morning to decide this? Or
Certainly.
Do you think we should send a message this late? Is it late on that side of the world too?
I mean, it's probably only like an hour difference.
Okay.
Presumably,
playing
one of
time zones.
either Aramil or myself would be awake.
Yes,
Okay,
the
I'll
elves would be awake.
I'll send it to Trev, knowing he's probably awake.
Yeah.
Okay. Trev, you receive a message that is just, "Hey, should we teleport back?"
Should we? We're at the monastery. Quentin gave us a teleportation. Should
Everything seems fine.
Seems fine. Should we head back or wait for you?
See, I should say now I'm a fan of them coming to us because it seems like there's a lot of stuff we could be doing here, at least in terms of knowledge and maybe figuring out what the hell's going on the road. But
We have business to finish here, though.
that's true as well.
So can it wait? Can we finish? Can we meet with Samson?
Yeah.
Like, is this a conversation we can actually have mechanically? It's
Certainly.
something I'm curious
Yes.
about. All right, yeah. So yeah, can it wait until we've met with
Titania
them?
has agreed to just bounce messages back and forth, so you guys are able to talk pretty freely.
So that's
Besides anything you don't want her to hear.
fine. We'll finish up. We'll teleport back to you. We'll finish up what we need to do down there, and then we'll all come back here and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, that could be our next step, unless somebody else has issue. But for now, that seems cool to me.
Okay.
Before we do that, I'm going to actually send a message to Desmond unless he's outside, unless he's still waiting outside.
No, he has left. He's
Okay,
walking.
I'm going to send a message saying, we are returning to our friends. We will come back to make sure to get rid of the evil. The monastery is clean.
Yeah. And you send another message saying contact the monastery if you sense the evil again.
You just hear a very gruff "Hurr."
Okay.
Tell him Armel says hi.
You don't know him.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know a giant monkey exists.
a stranger giant monkey is a giant monkey you haven't made friends with yet.
Okay.
The Aramo playbook.
All right. Should we try this now, or are we waiting till the morning?
I mean, we know. Do we have to know where they are? By the way, will our ship be sufficient, or like?
Yeah, knowing the pop will be sufficient.
Okay, then fuck it. Let's go home. But I want to talk to the guy here one more time first, and like, just tell him like again if anything happens to contact us immediately, and we'll come here as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Gary is reading very intently.
I am. Sorry. Okay, so say that again, Jason.
I just want to tell the head of the monastery that what our plan is, and that if anything happens, if they get attacked, if they sense any evil, if Desmond comes to see them, then to contact us forthright, and we'll be back as soon as possible.
Certainly. You all seem to have stepped into a role of defenders, so I'll happily look you all up again.
So. But
We
Good
seem
luck.
pretty good at it, so thank you. You as well.
All right, so are you going to attempt to cast off the scroll?
I am. What do I
Alright.
do?
So
What's your? I'm assuming you have a better spell DC than I do.
Does it,
Oh.
is it a specific one, or is it whoever's the user?
it is the user has to make an Arcana check.
Okay, my Arcana is like 10.
Okay, and what's the I'm sorry, you don't have plus 10 on Arcana. How?
Because, yeah, dude.
It's proficiency plus intelligence.
It's on my.
Unless you have some
Bonus.
way of doing it twice. Give me a second.
They had something that it did it twice, yeah. But I forget how.
It's probably something cleric related that I don't
Yeah,
know yet.
it's part of the cleric stuff. I chose Arcana and something.
Give me a second.
Yeah, it's some knowledge domain thing, almost certainly.
Mhm.
Ah, yes. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with either use of either of those skills. So yes, your Arcana is plus 8 at least, plus your intelligence, which is
2, so that's why it says plus 10 in my thing. So,
there you go. So yeah, plus 10. So go ahead and make an Arcana check.
all right. 28.
Okay. The DC was 14, so
Yay!
you did fine. As you read off this teleportation spell and you feel the paper fizzle out in your hand, you look at Sai very quickly to make sure he is a part of the spell as well as you both vanish. Now I have to make a roll. There is still a chance this can go bad.
Oh boy.
Great.
Worth knowing.
If it will go bad, if it can go bad, it will.
You know, it's Murphy's Law this a little.
Okay.
Oh no.
It went bad.
You pop onto the deck of the ship.
Yay!
No worse for wear within milliseconds of having cast the spell.
Hi! We're back.
Trev, I assume you're watching. You're on guard at this moment, just for
Sure
flavor.
am.
As you see your two team members suddenly appear in a burst of arcane light on the deck of the ship. Covered in snow, sopping wet.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, bud?
Oh, same old. We got back here. I don't know if I should fill you guys in until after everybody shows up or everybody's awake and we can have a cool meeting.
That's fine. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, I'm already watching, so go nuts, I guess.
Woo.
Can I just point them or ask them to not go to the room with the dude hiding in the barrel? I don't want an incident.
Sure.
I don't know how to tell them why. I just be like, leave that one alone.
Just don't go into the cargo hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ask why, obviously.
Daedric wants sleep.
There's a stowaway in there. He's no problem. I just don't want to wake him up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's legit.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
I'm
You
asleep.
two trundle off to your beds, and sleep through the night peacefully. Nothing occurs on the boat. There is no checks. Still night. It would appear that the ocean seems to have marked you as weird. So
I bet the
nothing's
other
really-
creatures were like, that looks magically dangerous. Let's avoid that area.
basically, probably got some weird astral sea dust on you.
Are we like sparkly like the pirate ship in Peter Pan?
No.
Aw, that'd be cool.
As you all awaken the next morning to a delicious breakfast created by Guillermo.
Yum.
And the rest of you discover that your two missing party members are now here.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah.
You guys disappeared. That was cool.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Glad you're back.
You are going to love this monkey.
I could
Yeah.
have told him that, and I've never met him.
Armel,
It's like
your
getting
responses.
involved.
I didn't hear shit. Sorry.
Well,
Something about a monkey. Yes, I'm going to love him. I can't wait to.
He's the guardian of the forest near the monastery.
Yeah,
I'm
this
guardian
is a
of a
good
forest.
guy. Why did you fight him, Marleman?
OOC. Why did I fight him?
My presumption is
walking.
that you were mistaken for intruders or something by him.
Yeah,
Oh.
that sounds right to me.
Okay.
As the person who was DMing
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say I was the DM at the time. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago.
Out of character, Gary is turning a fucking combat tutorial monster into a character that matters because he's resourceful.
Shit.
You put these things in the world. What am I supposed to do with you?
I have zero problem with it.
It was a misunderstanding, let's say.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to put off bad vibes.
No, yeah.
It was a while ago.
I buy it.
It was a long fucking time ago. Right? Because literally, in terms of time,
It actually super was.
I mean, in times of
super
real world time,
fucking
it was like
was.
4 years ago.
Yeah, it was
In-
even longer
No, but
ago
in-
in real life than it was
In
the
game time, it was
a long
probably
time
about
ago.
6 months or so.
A year
Oh,
and 6
yeah.
months.
really?
Yes, it was
Well-
1 year, 6 months, like that yellow card song.
Yeah.
Well, no.
See?
You guys
Yeah.
have been gone. You guys were gone for about a year and a half. But to you, Marleman, it's probably been about 6 months since that occurred.
Oh, okay.
I know, time travel, I'm sorry.
God damn it.
So I showed Quentin the poem, and he said that it actually looked familiar, and it might be in that big old book at the monastery.
That's my favorite book.
It has. Never mind.
So he's looking into that. So when we go back, he's gonna see if he can find out anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
But yeah, I guess that's our next stop after this. Whatever we're doing now.
There's always someplace new to go, you know?
True. But yeah, like,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
How did you guys get back again? Exactly.
We warped.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We have to go back there, though.
Yes.
This time with more
We need to
preparation.
staff up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anybody else listening to me here? I think we need an Ocean's 11 situation here.
Hey, if you think so.
I mean, if the entire ship is full of people who could fight, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And just remember, the other 4 of you, none of you have explained how you've gotten back besides been warped. You haven't said anything about your meeting with BB or what's coming in the future or anything like that.
Weirdly on purpose.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Because we're going to have this whole conversation with the pirates.
Fair.
So I'm saving it.
That's fair. I just didn't know if Nyx or something would feel compelled to tell the truth.
Wait, what was the lie?
There was no lie.
Yeah, theoretically, I'm lying by omission by not mentioning the fact that we, like, didn't put a stop to the stuff or whatever.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would
But,
share
like,
information.
I was waiting to just tell the whole story to the pirates when we get there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. I would want it. I would want all the information to be out there for everyone eventually. But,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you guys aren't far away from the main ship. You didn't get to sail that far before bad things happened. So it only takes maybe about another half a day or so to sail back to the Dreadnought, or at least to the fog cloud.
Are we going to be introduced to our stowaway?
Yeah. So this is about a stowaway.
So, when we departed the ship, somebody who had been captured before us happened to get basically beamed down along with us. And since they were headed to meet with Samson anyway, and that's what we're doing, we just figured to bring him along. He seemed like he wasn't harmful. I've out of character. I've already forgotten his name because I'm awesome.
You didn't ask.
Oh, okay then.
yeah,
That sounds about right.
Wait,
Barrel Boy.
wait, weren't we looking for someone? Didn't
Yes,
someone
we were.
back at the pirate place ask us to look at
Oh,
something?
Yes. Can you guys show me where this dude is? I'd love to meet him.
remember that room I told you not to go in? It's there. Can I go in there?
I'm down. Welcome.
All right. Is anyone going? Is
I
anyone
will
going
go.
inside?
Yes, I'm going to go down there just so
I
he has a
will
face he
definitely.
recognizes.
I will go inside as well.
Nyx, are you coming too?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
We're all
Armel.
going down.
Yeah.
Professionally unhelpful.
Okay.
Boing.
As all 7 of you descend into this cargo hold,
Oh, this is exactly the way I wanted it.
and Trevathan kind of points at the box.
Okay.
Do you open it or knock for him, Trev, or do you let Sai take it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna open it or like knock and be like, "Hey, dude."
What?
I was going to knock on the box. Hey. Hi.
The rest of our crew has made it here, so we just want to like introduce you so you don't freak out when we get there.
Charm, now go away.
All yours, dude.
You wouldn't happen to be Jasper, would you?
Who's asking?
A friend of Arissa.
Where did you learn that name?
We met her back at the pirate cove place.
On the Dreadnought.
Thank you.
Please say that you just said that part.
Okay. I may sometimes go by the name Jasper, yes.
Phaedra has no idea what not to say to him, so she has no idea.
Yeah.
That would have been part of that whole explanation that I said. So yeah,
Wait, what?
What?
you guys made. I thought I was made to tell the whole story.
I thought you said you were specifically keeping out parts. I'm kidding.
He's keeping out parts
Part
of how
about
they...
the fact that we basically allowed genocide to continue through inaction.
Oh. Okay.
The thing that I would actually feel bad about having done.
Okay. All right.
Weren't you
Okay.
here for that whole session when that happened?
Has no bearing on this conversation.
But
Well,
yeah, like saying that we're bringing him back to meet with Samson because of the crashing, or not the crashing wave, the cresting wave, all that kind of stuff.
okay. Well, then if that's true, then I guess I wouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I was
That's fine.
getting confused between what I do and don't know.
Wouldn't have affected things either way.
Yeah, we just found out that maybe he has some stuff.
Yeah. guy. Hi.
Yes, he occasionally says, I may sometimes go by the name of Jasper, yes.
Excellent. And you are the owner or manager of the Ruby Rose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Note, he has not come out of the box. The box is still closed.
that's fine. So I have been contracted, we'll say, to escort you back safely to the Ruby Rose.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job.
I'm happy to help, sir. We do have more welcoming accommodations upstairs if you'd like a warm bed and food.
I'm going to stay in my box. I can defend my box.
Okay.
In my defense, I did try that last night.
Okay.
I'm a healer. Are you hurt at all?
No.
Okay. Well, if you do get hurt, let me know. I will help.
Does this dude just seem nervous, or is he like hiding something?
He just doesn't seem like a people person.
He's a man in a box.
You
You can roll an insight check.
On the box.
Absolutely. That would be 17.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Okay.
He was oddly forthright about saying that he occasionally goes by a name.
What other names do you go by?
You know me as Jasper. You can call me Jasper.
Hmm.
Okay.
Is there someone who's trying to hurt you?
I was just on a bunch of boats with some yellow people who ate my crew.
It's the before that part that I'm interested in. What were you hauling?
Just get me back to the Dreadnought, please.
Okay.
I really should be saying all of these things while sitting down here.
But yeah, it's like so you have to yell it at your mic from a distance.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Phaedra has had enough and leaves the room.
Fair enough.
I assume you want some kind of reward.
That is something that was discussed, yes.
Okay, we'll discuss it more on the Dreadnought.
Absolutely. Would you like anything before we go?
More water, please.
Sure. Would you like some food as well?
No.
Cool. I give him some water and put the lid on the box.
Do you just put the water on the lid of the box?
No, I mean, so the box wasn't open, right?
No!
He's shouting through the lid.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'll just leave it on the ground next to it, tell him that, and we'll just walk away.
Much obliged.
Okay.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah,
So you've all dealt more with your Looney Tunes character. And continue sailing, I assume.
I was trying to think of something I could do here with I don't know, I want to try to charm him a little bit,
Yeah.
You could try.
Pretty charming dude. Yeah,
Try.
I'm gonna try to persuade him.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on, let me pull out my dice.
Time out.
Yep.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
If we want to try to use our persuasion to get somebody out, do we have to ask for that roll, or do you ask us to roll that if we're trying to do something?
It could go either way. If you're directly trying to persuade someone, you could say, I am trying to persuade them, and then we'll go from there. But if it sounds like you're saying something that could be persuading, I will make you do a persuasion.
Okay.
I'm approaching this very much as I know you're up to something, guy here.
Yeah.
Guy-o, listen, you're not up
He's
there.
suffering from PTSD, one of the two.
Yeah, no, you're not up there right now, so maybe you could tell us what's going on.
All right, roll a persuasion check.
Sounds more like intimidation.
I rolled hold on, wait, that's a 14 plus whatever my charisma is for 18.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's plus 8. Never mind, it's more than that.
Yeah, 18 charisma plus 8 plus 4 proficiency.
Morgan.
Morgan, it's so close.
Morgan, please. We
No,
just gotta
I'm sorry, I'm
look
putting
up your
stuff away.
nose.
Sorry.
We gotta get you back to your desk, son.
Yeah.
So what is that actually, like 24 or 22?
24.
24.
24.
You hear from inside the box.
I'd rather not talk about it right now. I'll tell you more on the Dreadnought.
Okay. I'll take that as a very specific way to say, no, not right now.
Maybe one day, sir.
Okay.
He's in a very complex state of mind.
Yeah.
And actually, Marleman, you might have more of an idea about this. You might know a bit more about this because you were actually there when BB mentioned this. Time is even weirder in the Astral Sea than it is jumping between planes. So the amount of time he could have been spending over there could be a lot more than the week that his boat disappeared.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right, guy. Listen, I don't want to, upset you or anything. So I'm gonna leave you here. If you need anything, you just let me know. Okay? You were cool.
Appreciate it.
And then I guess I'm going up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
The rest of the sail back to the Dreadnought is completely uneventful. Sea's calm, winds are good. You can start to feel a chill in the breeze as well as winter begins to stretch south as well. It was like late fall when you landed before journeying into Lathander, so it's beginning to get a bit colder across the entire continent.
Winter is coming.
Yes, it is. It is getting cold. And as you all arrive back at the Dreadnought, you're brought through the fog field. The gangplank is lowered for you. A man shouts barrel and eats an orange.
Nice.
Thank you. As you all sort of pull up to the side of the Dreadnought and see Samson, at least, standing on the deck looking down at you all.
What's up, Sammy?
Hey.
You're back quickly.
Yeah.
It's only
I
been
didn't feel that quick.
it's only been 2
Captain
days.
here. We've got
Yeah.
a lot to report.
We've
Certainly,
got
she's in
we've got
reverse.
some answers.
Did you find our boats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of them.
Did you bring anything back?
A little, yeah.
Only a bit. Only a bit, unfortunately.
He sort of
A
snaps
little,
his,
yeah.
he snaps his fingers, and a couple deck hands come down to help unload the supplies that were left in the cargo hold.
Can I go to the box where Jasper is and say we've landed Samson this year?
Yeah.
Bring him
want-
here.
I can bring the box to him with you in it if you would prefer.
I prefer if he came here first.
Okay, I'll go get him.
Happily
We
oblige.
also we
Waves us
managed
in.
to find
She waves him in.
Jasper, and he
Mhm.
wants to see you.
Yeah.
You found Jasper.
Yeah,
Yes,
Where
sir.
is he?
in a
In a
box.
box.
He's alive. He's alive.
Sounds like a old, crazy fucking dwarf. God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
He strolls down the gangplank and follows you down to the cargo hold and over to the box. Sort of,
Samson's here, Jasper.
Yeah. Come on,
Is it
Jack.
really you?
Samson goes, "Yes, it's really me. I don't understand why we have to do this every time."
Oh wait, hold on a moment. Hold on. The box thing. This happens before.
This is his way of smuggling, is not just to smuggle the items he's supposed to smuggle, but to smuggle himself along with the items.
Cool.
Huh?
Okay, so he's a smuggler who is.
Really?
It's, this crazy old dwarf does the way he does.
I can still hear you.
You can't hear the look on my face.
At which point Jasper inside the box goes,
You know the drill.
Samson goes, God, fucking this old goddamn dwarf. And gives a very specific knock on the lid of the lid of the crate, at which point it lifts up and opens. And Trev and Marleman, you've seen him. The rest of you have not. Disheveled, very dirty, kind of sweaty looking, gray, very long gray hair, a beard that was once well kept that is now completely frazzled, very thick eyebrows, very squinty eyes. He sort of looks up at Samson and goes, I didn't like this job. It sounds like bad, but just get out of the box. And he goes, get out of the damn box when I want to get out of the damn box. He gets out of his box, and you can see that he's actually quite short for a dwarf as well. Dwarves are dwarf size, but this is a shorter of the dwarfs. Mm-hmm. He sort of looks over at all of you and goes, appreciate the lift.
I'm getting a work call.
As promised.
Cool. Samson, do you want to get... Samson goes, yeah, it's fine. Cool. He has two of the deckhands pick up Jasper's box and bring it back up to the main deck. And Samson goes, I'll see all of you on the Dreadnought. I'm going to take care of this. It smells like shit, Jasper. It smells like absolute shit.
Samson, what is he smuggling?
You're going to have to ask him. I have no idea this time.
Jasper, this smells like an ass. What are you doing?
At which point Jasper looks over at all of you and goes, all right, which one was I talking to yesterday about a reward?
That would be me.
That was you? Cool, you're not getting shit. Which one of you didn't ask for a reward?
I guess the rest of us?
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever you want from the store, 50% off.
Woo!
Oh, hi.
I will kill you, little man.
Buddy, relax.
At which point he strolls past all of you. Very prim and proper now for a man who's been hiding inside a box. He carries himself very mightily. Like absolute terror. Just strolls past all of you and up to the deck.
That's what you get for asking for a reward.
It wasn't him I was asking it from.
Sly, you have a lot of trouble on this boat. There's not there's just between the water and the people and
yeah, he just really does not.
I'm going
party.
murder.
Not a Sly happy zone.
No.
A bunch of people is my happy zone.
I'm going to cast suggestion on.
Okay.
I'm going to suggest he act nicer.
On me?
Yes.
Make that's a spell. Like make I guess a charisma saving throw.
Hold on. There's a.
Doesn't suggestion have to make the target do something they otherwise might do? Be nice might not be in Sly's playbook.
That's fair.
I mean, I can be very nice in there.
I'm just fucking with you.
Can you be charmed?
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, you have advantage. It's not that you can't.
Yeah.
Elves, actual elves, can't be. Half elves have advantage.
Oh.
Okay.
I believe I can't be.
Yes. You and Aramil are both immune to charm effects. Half elves only get half that.
So the first one would be a 23, and the second one's
I'm
significant.
going to say that beats your spell save DC there, Fader.
Probably.
So yeah, he does not suggest it.
Okay.
But I know it happened.
Yes, you
And I'm
do.
not happy with you.
I bet you're not. You gonna do anything about it, or can I move the scene forward?
No, I'm just gonna let it go.
Be a grump. So,
Okay.
I will have my reckoning with Jasper. Don't worry.
I was essentially just telling him to just play nice. So it wasn't like making him do anything terribly mean.
Again, still not in his playbook. So,
Fair.
so all of you. Okay. All of you head up to the main deck. Samson is still standing up there, just kind of wrinkled nose, like not pleased with the situation that just occurred downstairs. As he looks over all of you, he goes, I much appreciate you finding that. He is an asset.
He's an ass, all right.
Damn it!
I mean,
I couldn't help myself.
I can't disagree with you there, even though I want to. Now, I assume you all want to see the captain.
Yes.
All right, follow me. He leads you across the deck over to Bonnie's quarters, opens up the door and gestures you all in. Bonnie is just kind of sitting at her desk writing something on a piece of paper. Her sword is leaning against the side of the desk, her pistol on the desk as well. As she looks up at all, he goes, I was wondering what boat pulled in. You're all back very fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Many things.
So this is a complicated one. The situation is, well, and actually, I guess if you think about it, like boats go to a place and disappear is really like kind of all that's happening. It's just, well, we found out where they're going, and we were talking about those Gith folks that were living in the in between.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they're going.
Well, I was really hoping you wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
And they're not, they're turning people into monsters?
Do you know that, Phaedra?
I saw the room.
Yeah, this is
right?
No, you were off the boat at that point.
Yeah, you were gone by then.
But I assume when they said
Whatever, yeah. Again, yeah, we did have to, or Nix filled them in on the details.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not like all of them, but yes, enough to say that.
I thought I was there for
Absolutely
I was there for the room with the giant tubes, but I guess not. Never mind.
That was something that BB showed as an attempt at a power play.
That info, which is a lot. That's some classic overconfidence. So anyway, yeah. She can say that, and then I can describe the thing, like the room that we saw, of just like, yeah, they're like basically putting all of the people they capture into these weird pods and turning them into these Gith monsters that are going to be their mindless soldiers, and then keeping all of their stuff. It's efficient, if terrible.
That's awful. I don't have better. That's awful. That is awful.
We obviously need to stop them, but I don't even know how to begin to do that.
I will put my men on coming up with an idea as how we fight some interplanear, pirates, zombie scientists.
All of those are close enough.
They also had a lot of gelatinous cubes. Those were not fun.
Well, that's just the hallmark of an evil man.
Yeah.
Whoever decides to put multiple gelatinous cubes in a room, depending on how things are going, is a real dick.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to touch that.
Thanks, Samson, for that wonderful commentary on genocide.
That was Bonnie. Samson does not talk usually when.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she does all the talking.
I forgot we went to Bonnie. Also, thank you, Bonnie.
Well, I appreciate your help. I suppose I owe all of you another favor, although I guess I cashed in the first one by giving you a boat.
Yeah.
I believe I promised all of you a crew to get through the whirlpool if you wanted it.
Mm.
Oh, right, that. Yeah.
Oh.
God, I forgot about that. We have a lot to do.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you still interested, or?
I guess we need to decide which fire is most accessible and most needs to be put in first.
Marleman kind of like puts up his hand for the back of the room and goes, I'd really like to see my dad, or my astral dad, and that's a way to see my astral dad.
For the sake of efficiency, that does seem to be the right move.
Mm.
Okay.
Because we're already out here.
Yeah, there's not much we can do at the moment about the Yankee.
Astral dad.
You might be able to.
And maybe he can help.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
All right, so I'll put a crew together and supply your boat and get you through the whirlpool.
What about the giant monkey, though?
Giant
Look at
monkey?
Oh, yeah. So,
Sorry, he's high right now. Just ignore him.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Well, you all know where your apartments are on the Dreadnought. Make yourselves at home, and I'll let you know when your ship is ready.
okay.
I would say thank you, but it's hard to thank what you've all come to me with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
you're dismissed.
Thanks.
One last question. How important is this Jasper guy to you in your operation?
He's a very valuable asset to the fleet.
So I can't kill him.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we found Jasper.
Yeah.
I heard and I appreciate it, as he is a very important asset to the fleet.
Okay.
Please don't kill him. I know. I've stabbed him myself. Please don't kill him.
Okay. So if I don't kill him,
Oh
No.
boy.
You see how quickly that I gave you that boat out of the kindness out of my heart? Do you know how quickly I'll take that boat away from you?
pirates. All right.
Good luck. I will let you know about the whirlpool.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
No, make your way out of the captain's quarters. You're standing on the main deck of the Dreadnought. Have some free time, so what would you like to do?
I have a feeling I know where Sai's going.
Is everyone just going to go with him, or?
He's gonna go to the place to get his reward from.
First of all, are we coming back to this place at any point?
I don't know. I'm not sure why.
I don't think Mix would go with him. I think
I mean, we get 50% off at the store, so
Yeah.
that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, you do get 50% off at the store.
Yeah, I just want to before we go too far and part ways, I just want to preemptively say to Sai to not cause more trouble. We've got enough problems.
And I'm going to look indignant at him and just go, look, I know. I'm just going to vent my frustration. I'm not going to cause trouble.
Those two things can really overlap a lot, but okay. You haven't screwed us over yet.
So Trev and Nix, where are you guys off to?
Nix is probably gonna want to fiddle with her fancy lockbox.
Okay.
And cry.
It's been a long 24 hours for Nix.
Yeah, she needs sleep, I think. I need to rest and also not have to take a watch for the first time in a while. So just chill and make potions, I think.
So you and Nix head off to the apartments. Make your rolls as you need to. Lock picking.
Can I go along with them?
Yeah. I mean, going to the apartment just means you're going to sleep.
And if she wants to
or doing
either
your
of us, I'm sure she's very welcome.
Well,
I'm gonna be awake while I knock on stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Trev because I'm gonna see I'm assuming that don't be a dick Sai and sense something's off and ask him.
Okay. We'll get to that in a bit. Let me take care of the Sai stuff, then I'll get to the rest of you. So Sai, you make your way to the lower deck. Armel, are you going along with Sai? Or are you going to go see your favorite doctor?
I've got some plans.
Oh God. That's the most terrifying thing I think I have ever heard you say.
For what it's worth, can I have Marleman? Because I would want somebody with me.
Sure, Marleman can go along with you.
And I feel like he's the only other one who'd be invested in going there.
Yeah, you can go along.
Because of Larissa.
Yeah. So Marleman goes along with you. You both make your way to the lower deck and over to the Ruby Rose. Marissa is still working the counter as you both walk in, and she looks up and goes, "Oh, it's you guys! Much appreciated for the finding of my boss."
Yeah. You didn't mention he was a smuggler.
Well, we're pirates. What do you expect?
Fair. And not that I have a problem with that, believe me.
It's comes with the territory. It's the only way we can really get magical items here in the shop is to get them out of somewhere else without someone asking.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Trust me, you don't want to know where he smuggles them.
Moving on.
But
He's not the most pleasant orphan in the world.
No, he's not. And you hear from the back, I heard that, you little bitch.
Call her a bitch one more time. See what happens.
She kind of looks at you and goes, it's fine. It's not the worst of the verbal abuse that I get, I promise.
This guy's abusing you?
No. You misunderstand. He has never laid a hand on me. He's never laid a tongue on me. He's never done a damn thing. He's just surly and an asshole. We get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very negative relationship.
I see that.
But he's good at his job and he teaches me a lot, so can't really complain.
And I lower my voice so you probably can't hear. And you plan to strike out on your own one day?
I'd love to take the store from him one day. Need to learn a bit more first, but...
Okay. Just, if ever the day comes where you want to inherit the store, give me a call.
Just kind of gives you a wink and goes, you're the first person on the list. Actually, you'd probably be about the 20th at this point. So, what can I get you today?
Well, how much was the price for Peacekeeper?
5,000 gold pieces.
5,000. Awesome. I don't have nearly that much.
But I heard somewhere through the grapevine that you all get another 50% off in the stores, so...
Well, some of us do.
I can do as I wish. I work the counter. He'll never know.
Awesome. This is why I wanted other people with me. If you can do as you wish, how much is the lowest you can go for this thing?
25.
I figured.
And that's already at a double discount. It's 10 grand originally. 50% off for being Heroes of Jerusalem, and then another 50% off down to 2,500.
Yeah.
Red hot deals.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
That's a steep 75% off discount, my friend.
I need this thing. I just don't have the capital. I have about $1,000 on me. A little over.
I'm not going to speak for Marloman's pockets for him.
Right.
However, I will say that he kind of gives you a nudge and goes, I could probably help.
Like, we can retcon this if he doesn't want to, but I would ask for a loan.
Let me see how much he could loan you.
Yeah.
Provided he's been keeping up with his monies. He can loan you... Ooh, that would very nearly kill him.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Let me ask. I'm just going to text him real quick.
Yeah. We'll do this. Move on from this, and we'll see. Yeah. I don't want to hold the rest of the group up with my buying trip.
We'll come back to that in a bit.
I don't be. Oh God.
We'll come back to that in a bit. Nix, what'd you get on your box?
28.
28.
Is that finally enough?
That is enough. One lock left.
Yeah.
As the emerald lock springs open on the box.
What do I need for the final lock?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to say it's going to be hard as fuck.
What's your lockpicking skill at? Or what's your lockpicking modifier at?
My sleight of hand is +8, and my expertise gives me +4 on that. So I get +12 on all sleight of hand rolls.
I'm going to estimate that you need a 31.5.
That's probably close, let's just say.
It'll be worth it,
yes,
I'm sure.
You literally hit the emerald lock on the head. It was a 28. So,
good job.
Yeah, so you now have bronze, iron, steel, bronze, iron, silver, gold, ruby, sapphire, emerald done. Only the diamond lock
pearl,
is left.
platinum.
Only the diamond lock is left.
Sun, moon.
I know.
I was making that joke.
It's Pokemon Bronze and Pokemon Iron are the next ones up.
Pokemon Bronze and Pokemon Iron would be dope.
Yeah, those are actually
They
good
did-
names for
That's
Pokemon
actually
games.
the alternate name
TM,
to
TM,
Pokemon
TM.
Conquest.
TM.
Are they actually?
No!
Oh,
You believed it for a second.
it's reasonable
It's just
enough.
plausible enough.
Yeah,
You said it with such conviction, though.
yeah,
You might have-
and quickly.
Hmm.
It was mostly just impress you. Remember the name of Pokemon Conquest.
Good game, play it, kids.
Yeah, okay. All right. Armo, what are you doing?
So Aramil is very much looking forward to meeting this giant monkey.
Okay.
He's gonna go ahead and practice being a monkey.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
So you use your wild shape to become a gorilla.
wait. Before he does this, I want to show him the sketch that I made of Desmond.
Okay. I'm gonna check something real.
I think I'm gonna go for ape and not gorilla just to try not to be killed.
I'm just gonna check something real quick, okay?
Okay. Da, 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 da.
Yes, you guys just kind of. Okay, so you can't wild shape into a giant ape, as that is CR7. So you can turn into a regular ape if you would.
Yeah, regular ape.
Okay,
I'm not as good as this Desmond guy yet.
you do so.
I've drawn him the adorable picture of me riding on Desmond while Sai is being cuddled like a baby. Whether that was true or not, I just decided to take some artistic liberty.
I mean, that's what he
Where's
was.
fan
That's
art?
what he
Means
was
fan
going.
fiction.
That's what he was going to offer before Sai mentioned his whole cuddle.
Okay, listen.
Nice.
It's a gorilla. They don't run on two legs.
I mean, you're not wrong. You might
I
have.
was just
You
gonna
might
say,
have gotten some bounce in there.
when I turn into this ape, I want to do this thing like right away. Run away on 2 feet.
I feel like this is monkey racist at some level. But okay.
From the crew.
That's fair. Some of the deckhands and pirates look at you very oddly as you run away like this as a monkey across the deck.
But no,
I'm sorry, he's just high all the time.
And then you enjoy swinging on the rigging and climbing through the rope.
Yeah, I want to run all over.
And just basically being a bit of an ape.
I can't wait to meet this guy.
He's the first member of the DK crew.
Trev, what do you got for me?
I rolled a non-natural 20.
Okay. What potions are you making?
I just want like whatever healing stuff I can manage.
Okay. I'd say with a non-natural 20, that's plus your survival, plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you already have proficiency in survival, do you not?
Yes.
Then yeah, that's just straight across. I would say you're able to make able to begin making 3 regular potions of healing. Not lesser, just regular. Same as you made last time.
Nice. All right. I forgot I used one of those. Oh,
Yes, you did.
there.
And Phaedra.
After I give the picture to Aramil, I want to go find either Trev or Nyx.
They're both in the apartments. You can go and talk to either one.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Trev first.
Okay.
All right. I imagine I'm finishing up my potion stuff at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving them on their cool little like mixing things.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
is everything okay?
Well,
I mean,
what?
you know.
In what way?
Well, it seems like Sai and I missed quite a bit after we were teleported away. And
Yeah.
you seemed
I mean-
snippier at him than you normally would be.
I don't know. He's kind of a dick all the time.
I mean,
but,
yeah, I guess.
But yeah, I don't know.
Something
I
seemed
mean,
off.
it's been a lot. Like, you know, when you're trying to be a good guy in a way that you're not, like, this is all still kind of new. I mean, yeah, I've been, like, learning the hero stuff from you guys, but this was a rough one. When we had to, like, let that bad dude go because I knew that even if I killed him, it wouldn't solve anything, and we'd probably be trapped in crazy space forever. That sucks a lot. and I wasn't ready for it, really. And I just feel like shit, like knowing that we let all this stuff go and I might not actually get the chance to stop it. Like, that's not something I'm used to yet.
I think you made the right call because at the very least we can tell somebody else and try and start, gathering other people and letting them know.
Yeah, and that's what we had to tell ourselves. And I'm sure, Nyx is not feeling great about this either. But
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, very
there.
Not there, but trying to not be in his personal space, but offering comfort.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Hey, I mean, you guys got teleported to a mountain or something? That's crazy.
I mean, the gorilla dude was nice. He was cool.
Oh, right. How's Quentin doing? That dude's he's a bro. He didn't kill me when he probably should have killed me.
Yeah, he's looking into the poem. I thought one of the passages looked like it might be something to do with the monastery or something, or at the very least, he's very resourceful.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that dude's a genius.
And he said he had seen that poem before, so he's looking into it for us. So once we solve the 8 billion other things we have to do, we can go back.
I'm actually legit super excited to go see him. Weirdly enough, for what it is worth, Trev weirdly wants to see if Quentin is proud of him for being not a total prick and doing good things because of how far he's come.
Well,
all that.
You're living a Matchbox 20 song.
Fuck off. Is it 3 a.m.? I don't know.
I'm gonna go check on Nyx, but if you need anything, just let me know.
If anybody can probably make her feel better, it's probably you. You guys are friends. That would be. That might be helpful.
Too,
Yeah, but you're the one who always lets her. You're the one always giving her piggyback rides. So you guys have a connection.
Adorable.
Yeah, you guys have a connection. You should probably.
Do you want a piggyback ride? It'd be a little weird, but I could do it.
Listen, she probably needs somebody right now, and the soft emotional stuff is not exactly my strength. So.
Okay.
It might help.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Okay. You find Nyx just after opening up the lock on her box, celebrating her victory.
Hey, good job. How many more do you got left?
Just one.
Yay! Almost done. There better be something fucking amazing in there. Want to see this picture I drew?
Sorry?
It's
you broke up.
Oh, sorry. I want to see this picture I drew.
Sure.
I drew. Well, the giant monkey guy. After we saved him, he gave us a ride, and so I drew me riding on his back, and he had to carry Sai like a baby. It was very funny. You're not there.
I was not there. No.
I was talking to shut up. Anyway,
jeez.
I wanted to check on you and see how you were doing.
I appreciate it. It was hard, I know that we made the right choice. I know that that's what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make it feel better.
Being the better choice of 2 bad choices doesn't make the first one good.
Yeah. I know we had to do it. I know it was the right choice. I know it was.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Me too. I'm glad you got teleported to a mountain and managed to make back.
I would have been real sad because then it would have only been me and Sai, and we probably would have killed each other.
Yeah.
If it was just the 2 of us, anyway.
Get along.
What? We got along. I'm just saying, in the long run, we probably wouldn't. We probably would have murdered one another.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just wanted to make sure you guys were okay. I'm sorry we got teleported to a mountain.
Definitely wasn't your fault.
Yeah, it's stupid Captain douche. Next time I see him, assuming he's alive. Wait, is he alive? Did you guys kill him?
We killed. No, the captain escaped. He
Yes,
got
he
away
did.
from us.
When he teleported away with those guys, he did not come back.
I am gonna kill him the next time I
He
see him.
fled, and he left behind that guy that we had to leave alive because he had to get us off the plane. But I just, my emotions feel like garbage, but I'm okay.
I'm not liking our world-saving laundry list.
Yeah, I left home because I really wanted to explore and meet new people and see the wonders of the world, and it is feeling real shitty lately.
Yeah.
Yep. But you guys are cool, so that was worth it at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that we're all still around to see each other and stuff, and now we have a boat, so that's awesome.
We do have a boat.
We should have a party on the party boat.
Yes. Did you talk to Trev then?
I did. I did my best. I did not want to invade his personal space too much.
Yeah.
He seems very shaken up about it, so.
It was not an easy conversation.
I can imagine not.
I'm glad you checked on him. I don't know. I felt like we were the ones that ultimately made the decision, and I was the one that convinced everyone that it was the right thing to do. So I'm just nervous to talk to everyone about it.
If it helps, if I was there, I would have made the same choice.
That does help. Thank you.
I wouldn't have been happy about it, and if I could have, I would have thrown a gelatinous cube at that guy's face.
Yes.
But I could not do such a thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, if you want, I was just gonna doodle in my sketchbook and hang out if you want.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna keep drawing the adventures of Desmond and me.
Okay. Phaedra begins up her new comic book series about her and a giant monkey with an unfortunate backpack who looks like a half-elf. Meanwhile, that unfortunate half-elf and a human are down in the Ruby Rose. Marleman, what I was texting you was the sheath is still slightly too expensive for our friend Sai, and he is asking you for a loan.
I'm asking for a loan of about 1,500.
Your mic is still muted there, Morgan. We can't hear you.
What did he say? Oh yeah, I can't hear him.
He said something. We just don't know what it is.
Oh,
There.
Nope.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear him?
Mm-mm.
Morgan?
Fascinating conversation.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Cast silence on him.
He's thinking about it. It's a lot of money.
It is. He's wrestling with his insides about this.
Oh, there he goes.
Nope.
Oh no!
Nope. Hopefully he will text me soon.
We lost a Morgan.
So while Morgan's gone, we'll just kind of do the post game here. Next time we will pick up on your guys' way to leaving the boat, heading towards the. Hey, he's back. Maybe. Morgan, say words.
Morgan?
Morgan. Hey, we can hear him.
Hey!
I only kind of hear you. Hold on. I don't hear anybody yet.
It's okay.
I wanted to do one more Nyx thing quick.
Sure.
After talking to Phaedra,
Mm-hmm.
while Phaedra was drawing and she was thinking about the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I think she would want to go to Trev's room for a minute.
Sure.
Well, knock on the door, not just bust in.
Okay.
Be a rogue!
Guys, sneak in. Sneak in.
Yes, the man has a hair trigger. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, if there's a knock on the door, Trev's still awake. He'd say hey.
Okay. So, I just wanted to say, I think that you supported me making that decision because you trust me, and I know it wasn't your nature, and it's not necessarily the choice you would have made on your own. And I just wanted to say thank you for trusting me, and we're gonna find a way to make this right.
Yeah. You know, if anybody was going to convince me, you're the one who always seems to do the right thing, whatever that is. So
I try.
you got your head on straight, and we all like to kill people way too much. So I really, really appreciate having you around. You know.
Okay. How about now?
Yep.
Yay! Awesome.
Hey.
Just as that conversation was wrapping up.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was it. She,
We just wanted to have a little moment, you know.
leave, like, yeah.
Awkwardly walk out the door.
Listen, we're not some of us are new with this whole friends thing.
Yeah.
Sai doesn't know what a friend is. Meanwhile, Sai and Marleman.
You wanted a loan for 1,500?
Yes.
Dog, I don't even have that.
Huh.
Yeah, huh?
More money than I've ever had ever.
Suddenly, he no longer wants to be friends with Marleman.
Come on,
Jesus.
I don't like. I work in trade. That's how I learn. That's what the fuck you do a lot of the time.
I mean, you mentioned that you make magical artifacts, right?
I do. Is this Arissa speaking?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do.
Maybe if you can bring us something cool, we can trade it over and take some off your bill.
Awesome. What kind of thing would you be looking to accept as a magical artifact?
Let me ask the boss. This is more of his area of expertise.
Don't.
Before you could even before you could do that, she kind of moves from behind the counter into the back room, and you hear a hushed conversation, followed by a all right, and then she kind of walks back out with a smile on her face, and she goes, right now we need to replace a set of enchanted armor that we lost, primarily a breastplate and a helmet. If you can bring us those with some sort of fortifying enchantment, we would be happy to give you the sheath for 1,200 gold.
Hey.
Sure. I can do that.
All right, bring us those and pretty solid material with a good spell on it, and be happy to make the trade.
Cool. Okay. So is a breastplate and greaves, you said?
Breastplate and helmet, please.
Breastplate and helmet. Okay.
Yes. With a
then you're still relying on my 1,200 gold?
No. At that point,
He's got some stuff.
Wait, so how much? Oh. Okay.
It was 25 was the price of the stuff.
Okay. Now I get it. I get it now.
He wasn't asking you to buy it outright for him.
No.
Got you.
I was going to offer to pay you back in money or trade, but... No, don't stop it.
Ass or grass.
And with that, we'll wrap up this week's episode of Band of Blunderers.
Oh.
I'm going to kill
As the camera fades out on a monkeyed Aramil hanging in the rigging of the ship, doing monkey stuff, we will pick up next week back on the Crashing Wave Dreadnought.
The weirdest euphemism I've ever heard.
Thank you guys for watching. See you later.
Bye.